In the sleepy mountain town of Vesper Hollow, where the pines whispered at dusk, Nora met Julian at a lantern-lit harvest festival. He was a weaver, new to town, with hands that moved like they were dancing, crafting tapestries so intricate they seemed to shimmer with life. His eyes held a quiet intensity, and when he smiled at Nora, it felt like he saw every hidden part of her. They talked until the stars burned bright, and by the end of the night, Nora was smitten, her heart tethered to his. Julian invited her to his loft, a creaky attic filled with looms and threads that glowed faintly in the dark. He gifted her a woven bracelet, its crimson thread soft yet oddly heavy. "It's us," he said, tying it around her wrist. "A piece of my heart, for you." Nora blushed, ignoring the strange warmth that pulsed through the bracelet, like a heartbeat not her own. Their romance unfurled like one of his tapestries, beautiful, complex, and impossibly fast. But as weeks passed, Nora felt a growing unease. Julian's moods shifted like shadows, tender one moment, distant the next, as if listening to something she couldn't hear. The bracelet tightened at odd moments, leaving faint red marks on her skin. At night, she dreamed of a woman with hollow eyes, her wrists bound by crimson threads, whispering, "Cut it off." Nora woke sweating, the bracelet humming softly against her pulse. One evening, while Julian was out, Nora snooped through his loft. Beneath a pile of unfinished tapestries, she found a locked wooden box, its surface carved with names, Amara, Elise, Lila, and more, all women who'd vanished from Vesper Hollow over decades. Her fingers trembled as she pried it open, revealing a bundle of crimson threads, each tied to a lock of hair. A journal inside, its ink faded but legible, described a weaver named Julian Voss, who, in 1847, wove a pact with something ancient in the pines. The threads bound his lovers' souls to him, feeding his immortality with their lives. The last page.
Nora's name, sketched in fresh ink, beside a half-finished tapestry of her face, its threads writhing like veins. Nora's breath hitched as the bracelet tightened, cutting into her wrist. She grabbed scissors, but the threads wouldn't break. They coiled tighter, drawing blood. The loft's lights flickered, and Julian appeared in the doorway, his eyes glinting like polished obsidian. "You found my work," he said, his voice soft but laced with something cold, ancient. The tapestries on the walls stirred, their woven figures, women, trapped, reaching for her with threadbare hands. "We're bound, Nora. You can't unravel us." She bolted, the bracelet pulsing like a second heart. In the forest, where the pines loomed like sentinels, she clawed at the threads, but they burrowed deeper, whispering in voices not her own. Desperate, she lit a match and burned the bracelet, screaming as it seared her skin. The flames flared, and for a moment, she saw them, Amara, Elise, Lila, their faces in the smoke, free but fading. The bracelet fell to ash, but the whispers didn't stop. Nora vanished that night, her name etched into Vesper Hollow's lore. Julian left town soon after, his looms packed away. At the next harvest festival, he appeared in a new town, a crimson thread glinting on his wrist as he smiled at a woman by the lanterns. In his bag, a fresh tapestry waited, its threads hungry for a new name.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a twist. Stay tuned to Reddit Tales Times for your daily dose of drama, laughs, and unbelievable stories.